this. Is there any way the media can find out? You already know you're doing something wrong. The mere fact that you don't want anybody to know. So you know you're doing something wrong. And Skip, he wanted to seem so philanthropic. He wanted to change the perception of the narrative.
Now, that's the honest truth.
Man, your videos are looking intense.
He should have paid his taxes and stayed retired.
Really?
But, you know, sometimes we have good nights, sometimes we have bad nights, but we always have good paydays.
In a recent discussion, Shannon Sharpe took aim at Floyd Mayweather Jr., bringing up reports of a supposed $42 million scam and suggesting it may have contributed to financial difficulties. He voiced concern about Mayweather's present circumstances, indicating that a mix of advancing age and questionable money management could be affecting the former champion's reputation and standing in the boxing world.
The thing is that Floyd is what they call an independent contractor. And what happens is that when you become an independent contractor, Skip, if you make $230 million, they give you 2 checks or a check for $230 million. It is up to you to take out the deduction and make sure state, federal, whatever else needs to be deducted is paid to the Internal Revenue Service. Floyd, you made $230, and I get it, Skip. I can just imagine getting a check for $230 million. Like, hold on. I ain't see I, R, or S in that ring taking no blows. And I'm supposed to send them, yep, you're supposed to send them their cut. That's the way it works. And what
you owe them about half of that.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, he's in Nevada, so which is no state tax. So basically, all you have to do is give them that 33%.
Yeah.
Skip, I get it, and I get the fact like all they're gonna do is waste my money anyway. But that's not the way you do it.
That is not allowed.
We saw other greats. Joe Louis had this problem.
He did.
Sugar Ray Robinson had to come out of retirement in 55 to settle a debt with the IRS. And even Mike Tyson. But what's so disappointing with me, Skip, Floyd Mayweather has gone through this before. What is it that you don't get? And I'm even more disappointed because you're on Instagram and on Twitter flaunting your opulence. You got bales and bales of money. You might have 30, 40 racks up in front of you. You got Bugattis and Enzo Ferraris and private jets and yacht and you big ballin'. And you won't cut these people their money?
And Sharpe didn't limit his remarks to the alleged scam controversy. He also challenged Floyd Mayweather Jr. over his ongoing participation in exhibition bouts. Sharpe suggested that Mayweather's pay-per-view appeal no longer centers on elite competition or technical brilliance, but rather on entertainment value and spectacle. He claimed audiences are primarily watching in hopes of seeing the undefeated icon finally lose. In his view, these exhibitions lack the authenticity of traditional boxing contests and instead resemble orchestrated showcases similar to WWE events. For Sharpe, the issue extends beyond performance quality, representing what he sees as a gradual trade-off of Mayweather's once untouchable legacy for financial gain.
Sure, he could be 60 years of age and people would still pay per view to watch him box.
And so the allure is still there.
Yeah.
They want to see Floyd get beat, even if it's somebody that's not a name that a YouTuber. A YouTuber did something that a world champion couldn't do.
Yeah. Didn't?
Yes.
No.
But I saw Floyd Mayweather get knocked down.
But at what point does Floyd have enough money not to stoop to do these exhibitions? But at some point, there is athletic dignity attached to 50 and 0, and that's the allure of this?
Yeah.
It's the equivalent of, okay?
And the people that they're putting him in there with can't put him in harm's way. So he doesn't see like, like you said, I watched this ruckus on Twitter. I was like,
what?
Like, oh my goodness.
Okay.
It definitely was like.
Mayweather Jr. has recently found himself connected to reports of a massive $42 million scam highlighted by Business Insider, intensifying backlash around his activities after leaving professional boxing. The situation was viewed as far more than a minor error, instead becoming a serious financial controversy that drew heightened public attention. Observers, including fans and sports commentators, questioned how an athlete who reportedly generated more than $1 billion in career earnings could become involved in such questionable arrangements, with critics suggesting it points to a repeated focus on profit-driven choices that overlook ethical and legal considerations.
Yes, Floyd Mayweather has reportedly acquired 62 buildings in Upper Manhattan, spending approximately $402 million. This substantial investment was made through his real estate firm, Vada Properties, and is intended to expand his portfolio in New York City real estate market. Mayweather has expressed that this purchase holds significant personal meaning, reflecting his humble beginnings and desire to provide affordable housing options. He stated, "Growing up, I used to dream about owning just one home by myself. When you work hard, you can achieve anything. However, it's important to note that while Mayweather has announced this acquisition, some reports suggest that property records do not yet confirm the transfer of ownership. Experts speculate that he may have acquired a minority stake with options for future expansion."
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has built a public image around extreme wealth, showcasing sprawling estates and multiple luxury vehicles, often identical models in matching colors, across his social media platforms. His online presence frequently highlights high-end purchases and lavish spending. However, beyond the polished image, reports indicate he owes approximately $29 million to the Internal Revenue Service, prompting questions about how his finances are being handled. For someone who generated hundreds of millions throughout his career, the reported tax debt has fueled concerns about meeting major financial responsibilities.
This next clip is from 2017 on the Joe Rogan podcast, where Tom Segura and Joey Diaz talk about Floyd Mayweather owing $29 million to the IRS. Now, obviously, this clip was way back in 2017, so it's possible he paid it off. Or it's possible that he owes way more now.
I think Floyd Mayweather has like 6. Does he really? He has so many.
He's hilarious.
His spending habits are hilarious. His
I
cars.
love him.
He's got like a whole fleet just in white. He's like, white is right. I got a bunch of.
He's got other
18.
colors too, though, man.
Yeah,
He's
he
got
does.
A gang of cars.
All matching
He
up.
owed that money to the IRS. Why don't you just give him a few cars?
Because he went so deep, so
How much does he owe?
Well, it's more than you want to pay.
Yeah.
It's in the $20+ million range.
It's a lot of money, man.
But it's not something that he's been, it's not like deception.
No.
It's just neglect to pay.
Neglect. And it's also like, I think, and there is like a truth to this. He makes so much money. There's probably a point when they're like, hey, it's time to pay your taxes. And you go like, all right, here's a check for $25 million. That's an incredible amount of money. And then they go, that's true, but you owe 50 more. And he's just like, that can't be right. I've given you $25 million.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah, like what are you talking about, man?
He's bought over 100 luxury cars from the same dealer and always pays in cash. Hilarious, I love it.
He has $15 million worth of cars.
Congratulations.
But he doesn't drive.
So also, for those of you who don't know, Logan Paul is suing Floyd Mayweather. And the reason he's suing Floyd Mayweather is because Floyd Mayweather owes him over $4 million after their last fight.
Even after stepping away from the ring, Mayweather's pursuit of wealth has led him into risky territory. One of the most debated chapters of his post-fight career involved promoting a cryptocurrency scam. Despite already being a multimillionaire, he reportedly received a substantial payout to back the project, without thoroughly investigating its legitimacy. When the scheme collapsed, many supporters and investors faced significant losses, while Mayweather largely avoided public commentary.
You were getting celebrity endorsements. One was DJ Khaled, hilarious, and Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
And he posted on his Instagram him taking this what do you call it? The Centra card?
Centra card.
The Centra cards. And going and purchasing something with his Bitcoin at a store.
Yeah.
He did that knowing that it didn't work.
Floyd Mayweather doesn't know anything that's going on, really. So like
we all know that.
Yeah.
The guy can't read,
Yeah.
How much did you guys pay him?
Like $1 million.
He took that knowing or not caring if it worked?
It was just knowing, not knowing, right? Like they didn't care. He does a million promotions like that. It was basically you speak to his manager.
Yeah.
He's like, this is Floyd's price. You send the money over.
Yeah.
The manager makes his little cut from it.
Mm-hmm.
And he just says, what do you want me to say? And what do you want me to do?
Okay.
Right? And you just basically give him his script and he just does.
Sharpe didn't hold back in his criticism, highlighting Mayweather's exhibition match against YouTuber Logan Paul. He argued that this wasn't merely an uneven contest, it was a stain on boxing's legacy. For a legendary fighter with an unblemished record, sharing the ring with a social media star seemed like a sharp step down. The bout lacked the intensity and respect associated with professional boxing, coming across instead as a spectacle driven by money. Sharpe wondered how someone who once ruled the sport could choose such an easy payday over preserving his reputation.
Yep.
Does this man have no shame?
No.
Is he not easy money Mayweather now?
Get that money.
Yeah, get that money.
He'll pick up either 15, 20 mil.
He was a highly respected champion.
Still
He
is.
dominated the sport.
Yes.
Greatest defensive fighter ever. And you're going to stoop to this?
Yep.
It's not even the right Paul. It's not Jake Paul. It's the older
we get
brother.
the brother. We get the brother.
He's
there.
easier.
Look, I was like, I started with the moment Nate Robinson hit that canvas face first.
Yeah.
I'm like, who can we nominate as an athlete to get our get back? I looked at James Johnson.
Okay, but it's not Jake. It's the older brother.
I want somebody.
Somebody?
Brandon Marshall. Our first thing first, Brandon Marshall.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you who good with their hands, and you might not know. Curtis Martin.
So what?
And we want our get back. That's what.
So you want Curtis Martin to fight Jake Paul?
I
now?
want him to fight something. We go get our get back. Y'all not finna have bragging
Well,
rights.
this isn't even a fight.
Nope.
This is an exhibition.
No, I know what happens.
How low can you go?
I know you over there. You're like, yeah, we got him. You know, no. We go get our get back. This for the culture. We gotta represent. Money, represent.
Represent?
Yep, lump him up.
You represented against Conor McGregor, and it was a worthy fight.
That's
It
okay,
was
we'll
actually a battle.
We gonna lump him up.
Among boxing insiders, disapproval has been growing. Bill Haney, a well-known trainer and father of lightweight champion Devin Haney, criticized Floyd Mayweather for altering the sport, but not in a positive way. According to Haney, Mayweather has shifted from being a revered fighter to adopting the persona of Money Mayweather, prioritizing earnings above all else. In contrast, Haney emphasized that his focus remains on delivering fights that fans can truly appreciate and enjoy.
Tank doesn't want any of it. Why is that? I know you can't give him...
Man, get off of Twitter, man, and knock it off, man. If you the face of boxing, then send over something, man. You know what I'm saying? Something respectful, like you're really trying to do this. Because every fighter that Devin with gets paid, man, the most money, man. Knock it off, man. That's bunk business, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we don't need you. Let the welfare feed you for real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real. Because that's where you're going to be at in the welfare line. You keep on the people, giving them the fake fights, talking about that we didn't charge $57. Listen, we going to give you the best fights, and we going to get all the people in there, you know what I'm saying, because that's what we do. And we pay the fighters. We give the fans an opportunity to come in. That's that old business model that you're going to charge the fans for some fights, and that you the face of boxing because you just keep shoving it down their throat, man. The Mayweather era, that's over with, man. It's the Devin Haney era. That Mayweather over with, man. You hear me? Over with. Floyd ain't never did what Devin did at 25. Tank ain't did it, nobody else.
Even after leaving the competitive ring, Mayweather continues to pull in massive sums through exhibition bouts. These contests hold little sporting significance and rarely feature legitimate challenges. Instead, they are designed as entertainment events, often pitched against social media personalities or fighters with minimal experience. Critics argue that this approach dilutes the essence of boxing. Once celebrated for his tactical brilliance, flawless defense, and masterful footwork, Mayweather now appears more as a businessman monetizing his legacy than as an athlete protecting it.
It was crazy that everybody keep asking me, why you not coming back to fight? Why you not coming back to fight? So I look at the fight game, I said, okay. I said, you know, fighters fighting, they make 3 million, 4 million, 6 million, 7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million, but I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight and get a guaranteed 35 million when I'm doing exhibitions and getting 100 million?
During a tense press conference, Mayweather flaunted his wealth, sparking a sharp response from Conor McGregor. The Irish star fired back, claiming Floyd shouldn't boast about money he may not actually have. McGregor also brought up unpaid taxes and suggested that Mayweather's returns to the ring are motivated by financial necessity. The exchange exposed a clear contradiction. Even the self-proclaimed richest boxer in history still leans on exhibition fights to uphold his extravagant lifestyle.
What would be the value in seeing it a second time? The first one wasn't bad, but the whole thing was this notion of suspense and unpredictability, and what would it be? Well, you got to see what it was. He got marched down and beaten up.
Yeah, it seems like Floyd might realize within himself that that's the last
giant money fight he can make. It would have to be as close to a real fight as possible. I mean, it's a Conor who can still throw his hands, although to your point, the brand is damaged and, he needs a win badly in the UFC to revive that. But I wonder if Floyd at 45 is saying to himself, if I've got to fight one more time, a real fight, and that Logan fight was weird, and Floyd, I think, didn't expect to have to navigate it the way he did. I wonder if Floyd thinks this is it. But even that could be a trap fight for him, Luke, because of his age. You never know, okay? But to your point, it's hard to get amped up for it unless one or both of them is sort of riding a certain level of momentum.
McGregor didn't stop at challenging Mayweather in the ring. He went after his credibility. He directly called out Floyd for failing to settle his taxes and argued that he should have stayed retired. In McGregor's view, taking part in low-level exhibition bouts wasn't merely embarrassing. It highlighted poor financial decisions. His comments resonated with fans weary of seeing Mayweather share the spotlight with social media stars for quick paydays. The issue went far beyond taxes. It spoke to the larger question of legacy versus money.
Look fucking great. I feel good, pen and heart. Did Floyd not take out his own jets?
Floyd got 3.
You know what else he got?
And he got
tax problems. That's what he's got. That's heavy shit. That's heavy shit.
It's hard to get out from underneath
Fucking
that.
right it is, especially when I'm on top of you.
Legendary British fighter Chris Eubank joined the conversation, challenging Mayweather's claim as the sport's greatest. While he acknowledged Floyd's status as the highest-paid boxer ever, Eubank argued that wealth alone doesn't define greatness. He stressed that a true legacy is measured by the caliber of fights, the bravery displayed, and the inspiration left for fans, not just the size of one's bank account. His comments highlight the growing gap between Mayweather's financial achievements and his lasting impact in boxing.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. He says he's the best ever. Has anyone accounted for this observation? I've never seen him lose. You only know a man in how he accepts defeat. So I can't score him. But certainly, the fact that my own child chose him to be a role model over me, the dad, the gentleman. Yeah, he's a playboy. Because that's what he represents. He has clubs, or he had clubs, and he shows bling. Well, this is how I'm living. I wear a dress. And for a bit of humor, I wear a bear.
Rapper and former associate 50 Cent also joined the discussion, claiming that much of Mayweather's fortune has effectively disappeared. He pointed out that while other boxing legends concentrated on their skills and left enduring legacies, Mayweather became fixated on chasing money. According to 50 Cent, the true distinction lies in priorities. Real legends pursue glory, not a paycheck.
Even Floyd, we got issues over anger. He's still the best fighter out there. Until somebody beat him, that's who he is.
Do you think he should step back in the ring?
I think he got to right now because the money gone.
So the money's really gone?
Yeah. That's what you think. It's fight, get the money, spend the money, fight.
All that money?
It's been 2 years.
So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month?
I don't even want to talk about it. Like with the lifestyle, that money's gone, trust me. Now it's like, you call him, he'll be at your local host in a nightclub because you need that action right now.
Viral TikTok investigation exposed issues with Mayweather's brand, claiming that numerous promotions failed to deliver on their promises. Fans reportedly lost money on events or merchandise that never came to fruition. The video argued that Mayweather built his empire more on hype than on substance, leveraging his fame to create buzz without providing real value. This approach not only damages his business reputation, but also erodes the trust of his loyal supporters.
I'm just flabbergasted that the highest paid boxer, one of the most famous people on the planet, Floyd Mayweather, has managed to become a repeat offender as a scam artist.
NFT world, guess what?
Guess what?
Drop. And of course, I'm the money man. But guess what?
Sure are.
We're not done yet.
We aren't?
They told me
there's more
we're not
scamming
done
to be
yet,
done.
And it's not over.
My God.
Autograph gloves.
Oh my God. That's incredible. 2,000 people that invest in his NFT project get a chance to win autographed gloves. It's crazy. But you might be asking, did he actually follow through on his promises and deliver these gloves? Of course he fucking did.
Money May, you all know the rest.
Money May, you all know the rest. You just got scammed again.
ESPN analyst Stephen A. Smith offered a wider perspective on Mayweather's impact, focusing on how his image shapes the next generation. Smith suggested that young athletes today look up to Floyd more for his wealth than his boxing skill. They mimic the persona, the swagger, and the showmanship, but often overlook the discipline and dedication that once defined his career.
It's the businessman in Mayweather they actually love even more. As the sun clearly set on the boxing career of Mayweather, many can reflect on a lot of things about the man. He wasn't a Mike Tyson-like knockout artist, or even Tommy the Hitman Hearns. To many, he wasn't even Sugar Ray Leonard. He certainly can't be confused with Muhammad Ali or any other fighter who's ever been socially conscious. No doubt he was guilty of domestic violence, as our very own The Undefeated accurately pointed out. He definitely had his share of boring fights that didn't give the people what they actually wanted to see.
Despite the mounting criticism, Mayweather appears unfazed. When confronted about the backlash, he simply said that people will find reasons to hate you no matter what, so it's best to do what makes you happy. This response reflects his mindset, largely indifferent to public opinion and focused on personal satisfaction. While this philosophy may bring him contentment, it leaves fans questioning whether he still cares about the sport that elevated him to legendary status. Ultimately, his pursuit of personal happiness may come at the expense of the respect, reputation, and legacy he once held.
You seem really comfortable talking about money. A lot of people in the UK are not. So what are your beliefs around money?
Just because I talk about money doesn't make me a bad person. I mean, I like to have the finer things in life. Money don't make me, I make money. I like to feed my family. You know, we can't feed our family just saying I love you. You know, money is able to put us in a position so we can have the finer things in life. So we are able to travel over to the UK and experience and do different things. We're able to travel to Dubai and other countries and have fun and live life and experience different things. So when you're able to make a lot of money, you're able to do those certain things. And for those people that don't have any money, because life is all about having different experiences.
That wraps up today's deep dive. Make sure to stay tuned for more, and we'll see you in the next one.